To stay safe during this pandemic, it's really very important. You must accept we have a pandemic, and you must accept that the virus is real. There is COVID-19 virus and is infecting people. You need to protect yourselves, and the protection and the prevention is the key. You need to avoid socializing. It really must do, and you need to avoid the crowds. You need to wear your masks. You need to wash your hands as frequently as possible. Avoid touching your nose, your mouth, and your eyes, because this is how the virus can get through. You need also to eat healthy. Healthy food is important. You need to sleep, uninterrupted sleep, the best you can for 7 hours. And you need to take regular, moderate exercise on a daily basis. Nutrition is very important to keep you safe, because our body needs the right fuel, the right ingredients, the right foods to make very important antibodies, and that means that is the immunity to protect us against diseases, not just the COVID, but any other disease, and that is also including cancers. So nutrition is extremely important. I'm fully aware that some of you might not know how to cook or don't want to cook, and you buy takeaway foods. So make your selection healthier and better, because you can actually buy and order foods that are very nutritious for you, like chicken, fish, meat, plenty of vegetables, some fruits, some good quality cheeses like goat cheese, halloumi cheese, and eat regularly, so you're not going to not eat anything during the day and a very large meal at night. That is also not a good practice to have. Eating vegetables is so very important, and what I mean is that I don't mean like potato chips is considered as a vegetable, seriously, because I know some of you might think you can get away with that, or tomato ketchup as replacement for tomatoes. So really what you need is a variety of colored vegetables, like green, yellow, red, orange. These are really the ones you need to have. You can eat a whole pepper like as if you are eating an apple. You can chop it and eat it in salad, but also you can use it as a cooked vegetable as well, and eat of that as much as you like. I mean, if it is up to me, I would love you to have it for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and 2 snacks in between. The exercise role in staying well is vital. It plays a major role. When I'm saying exercise, I know some of you will say, where should we exercise? The gyms are closed, well, we can't mix with people. But exercise doesn't mean it has to be an official exercise. It's simply going out for a walk. You can take your headphones with you, you can listen to music, you can listen to an audiobook, you can do whatever it is you want, but go for a nice brisk walk. This will be very beneficial to keep you fit, to move your muscles, to move your joints, but also, as a very important point here, it is going to keep you mentally well, because it's so very important to go out for a mindful walk in open spaces, avoiding the crowds, in the parks. Then it is going to be, so that is going to be very important as a daily exercise. Perhaps do it even twice a day, maybe half an hour to 1 hour each time. And I think that is going to be brilliant. If you like to agree with a friend also to go out and walk together in the park, perhaps wearing masks also, which would be even better, that would be brilliant. The other type of exercise you can do is actually do it from home. You can do floor exercises, you can do resistant bands, you can go on YouTube and find absolutely thousands and thousands of variety of exercise videos and do whatever it is you like. If all fails, guys, just put the music on and dance. And I know many of you are great dancers, and that will be really the absolutely fantastic form of exercise. Another very important type of exercise is breathing. So breathing exercises are very important. Now, what do I mean by breathing exercises? I mean, okay, we all breathe, but generally we tend to breathe shallow from our chests, and the breathing exercises really is to use our diaphragm. That's the muscle, the big muscle separating our abdomens from our chests. And you can find breathing exercises instructions on YouTube. There are lots of them, because generally human beings, we use not all of our lungs, some of our lungs. Look, let me give you an example. Let's compare us, ordinary people, to opera singers. They can sing on one breath forever. It's amazing. But they still have the same pair of lungs, but these lungs are so beautifully, very well trained. Because we have in our lungs what's called dead spaces on the top here, and also the bottom bit of the lungs. And we need to train these to take as much oxygen as possible. That will make us feel better. But if we ever caught the virus, or any virus for that matter, then we can deal with it because our oxygen supply is going to be optimum. So please do that. The supplements you need to take to stay well and to protect yourselves during this pandemic and beyond, the number one on the list should be vitamin D. Vitamin D, 20,000 units once a week is going to be fantastic. We get vitamin D from the sun, and there isn't much sun exposure, but also when we have dark skin, that will work as a barrier to prevent the important sun waves to go through our skin to turn into vitamin D. And the studies have shown that when we take enough vitamin D, it kind of protects us and enhance our immunity so that we wouldn't catch the virus. That is, taken into account all the precautions we should do so that we wouldn't catch it. But if it happens and we did catch it, we can have enough and strong immunity also to fight it. So vitamin D is really very important. Set your alarms and take it once a week. It's as simple as that, really. The second supplement, which I highly recommend, will be probiotics. Probiotics means the good bacteria that we have it naturally in our colon. It is responsible for 80% of our immunity. Taking one tablet of this or one capsule of this every single day when you wake up before breakfast will be very beneficial. My final message to you is that you will be fine. You really will be fine. As long as you follow the simple advice I have just given you. It is not complicated, it is simple, straightforward. You look after yourselves, you follow precautions, you follow guidelines, keep yourselves well, and you know what? In no time, the pandemic will go, but I hope that you've also learned good practices to take with you for the rest of your lives. And you stay well.